All right, my 10 o'clock folks, here are the results of the belief quiz. And this is the bedroom and wallet quiz that I had given you last Friday. My contention as I give this to you is that if you understand what a person's beliefs are in terms of government regulation of the economy or wallet issues, and if you understand what their thought is as far as government regulation of morals or bedroom issues, then you can, with a reasonable amount of certainty, predict what their political beliefs are going to be. Now, with this in mind, this is just something out of math. It's basically just a geometric plane, I guess, basically. And if you notice, this horizontal line is basically going to be the wallet line. This vertical line is actually going to be the bedroom line. So as you look at this, if you scored to the right of this line, meaning you believe in government regulation of the wallet, this is really where the bulk of the class was. If you fell on the left of this line, you have a tendency to believe that government should stay out of economic issues. And in fact, when you look at it in that regard, people should earn what they keep and they should keep what they earn. Now, if you look at it in terms of this vertical line, the bedroom line, if you scored higher in terms above this horizontal line, then you're going to believe that government should regulate morals. And if in fact you believe that the government should stay out of morals, but people should make their own personal decisions, then you are actually going to have scored lower on this. Now again, it's my contention, if you know how government regulates bedroom and wallet or moral and economic issues, in fact you can predict. And what I want you to know for exam purposes is how government should regulate compared to those four terms from the study guide: liberal, conservative, populist, and libertarian. Let's jump in and let's give this some meaning. I'm going to start down here in this bottom left-hand quadrant. And if you notice on this, if you fell in this quadrant, you believe that government should stay out of economic issues. And if you fell in this quadrant, you believe that the government should not regulate bedroom issues. These should all be decisions that are made by people themselves. And you folks are actually what are going to be known as my libertarians. Libertarians are the ones that basically believe that the government that governs best is going to govern least. And the thought is that people should rise and fall based on their own merits. Now, this sounds good. At least the idea that people should rise on their own merits. The problem with this is that libertarians are going to say that there should be minimal government so that people will sometimes, in fact, fall on their own. And once they do, they're going to have to pick themselves up themselves as opposed to government getting involved. Now, when you look at this, I've got, 5 people here. Christina, Joe, Richard, Devin, and also Crystal way over there. If you look at this, Christina and Joe, on 4 of the 7 questions, you said that government should stay out of economic issues or wallet issues, which means you're very moderate, but you're leaning to the fact that government should stay out more often than it regulates. On 1, 2, 3, on 5 of the 7 questions, both of you agree that government should stay out of moral issues. So you're very moderate libertarians in terms of economics, but you're good, solid libertarians in terms of morals. Richard, you actually fell on the same line along with Devin. And Richard, you're here today, so I can talk to you a little bit about this. On Richard, for you, same thing. 4 of the 7, you said government should stay out of wallet issues. On 6 of the 7 issues, though, or questions, you said that government should stay out of morals. So you are leaning libertarian in terms of economic issues, but you are very strong in terms of people being able to decide what they do in their own bedrooms. Richard, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Devin, oh God, Devin's got a perfect score down here. Devin, although in terms of Christina, Joe, and Richard, you agree on 4 of the 7, government should stay out of wallet issues, so you're very moderate there. Devin, on 7 of the 7 issues, you said government should stay out of people's personal business. So Devin, effectively, you have no morals whatsoever. No, I shouldn't say that. But the idea is that you're extremely libertarian in terms of moral issues. Again, very moderate in terms of economics. Now, Crystal, you're a different case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6 of the 7 issues, Crystal, you said that the government should stay out of your wallet, meaning you believe that you should earn your money, you should spend it, and ultimately you should really not be taxed as much as maybe some folks, some liberals maybe would say. With this in mind, though, 1, 2, 3, on 5 of 7, you said that government should stay out of morals as well. Crystal, you are a very strong libertarian. And if you draw a line, basically from the center, The farther away you are from the center, the stronger you are in your beliefs. So, Crystal, you're actually very, very strong in terms of libertarian beliefs, government staying out of your business. And in fact, if you were further along, Crystal, most likely you would actually have a different term for you. You'd be known as an anarchist, or the exact opposite of government. Devin is almost a moral anarchist when you look at this. But Crystal, you kind of package both of them together in terms of economics and in terms of morals. So you folks are my libertarians. Now, anytime you share a side, what you'll notice up here is that you've got something in common. So my libertarians in this other group are actually going to be a little bit of kindred spirits. If you believe, and there's only one of you, if you believe that government should regulate moral issues, and if you believe that government should stay out of economics or wallet issues, you are effectively known as my conservative. I usually say conservatives, but there's only one, or Republican in an American context. Derek M., on this, 1, 2, 3. Derek, on 5 of the 7 questions, you basically said that government should stay out of economic issues or wallet issues. So again, you do believe in the right of the individual, the role or the responsibility of the individual to provide for themselves, but also to enjoy what they've provided. If you look at this, on 4 of the 7, Derek, you believe that government should regulate morals. If you change one of these moral questions, Derek, you become a libertarian. But the idea is that you're leaning conservative in terms of moral issues, but it really depends upon the issue that's before you. So you're very moderate in terms of morals. You're very solidly conservative in terms of economics. What you see, and maybe this isn't...
So we have class in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll be done in 5 minutes, I promise. I'm sorry, ma'am. What you'll see as you look at this is typically the people at the younger ages are going to be the ones that are going to be more liberal, and you're going to be more conservative at middle age. Now, with this in mind, typically what you're going to see is that people at younger ages are going to be more liberal, which actually falls right in line with this graph. If you believe that the government should regulate wallet issues or economics, and if you believe that the government should stay out of bedroom or moral issues, you folks are going to be known as my liberals. Or in an American context, you're going to be known as my Democrats. So with this in mind, as you take a look at this, Derek N., Esmond, Dennis Johnson, Amandeep, Karamu, Amaya, Alvin, Devon, Sean, John O., Sam, Abraham, Dominique, Jose, Armand, Michael, and Tommy, all of you are my liberals. Now with this in mind, and I mentioned this before, Derek N., the closer that you are to the center, the more moderate your views are. You change one question, Derek, and in fact, you could have ended up in any of these 4 boxes. Having said this, dear God, if you look, and actually I missed one other name because he's so far away. That other name is actually John Gallagher down there. And again, the farther away that you draw the line, the more strongly you are in your views. John, this almost never happens, but on 7 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate wallet. On 7 of the 7, you believe that government should stay out of economics. John, if you go much further, you are going to have communist tendencies down here, which could be a little bit scary. But you'll notice the vast bulk of the class is liberal, which is actually very different from either of the other classes that I've plotted. Last one, and I'm getting ready to have to get forced out of the room, but if you believe that the government should regulate economic issues and regulate moral issues, you folks are going to be what are known as my populists. And if you notice up here, we've got 3 folks, Jamal, Tyrone, and Slippin. With this in mind, Jamal and Tyrone, 5 of the 7 questions you believed in regulating morals, and you're very solid in terms of populism as far as morality is concerned. Tyrone, on 6 of the 7, you believed in regulating economics, so you're actually a very strong populist all the way around. Slippin, you surprised me, because on 4 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate morals, but on 6 of the 7, you believe that government should regulate economics. Slippin, you are very moderate in terms of morals, but very strong in terms of economics. These are the 4 categories, and like I said, what I want you to do is basically understand the relationship between government regulation of economy or wallet and government regulation of morals or bedroom. And if you can place those within the context of populist, liberal, conservative, and libertarian, that's what I need you to know for the exam.